Hello, my tubies. It's me, Sheila True Love, and I'm here with you today because I am dealing with a subject today that to me is totally unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. Okay? It's unbelievable. They like to call themselves side chicks. No, darling, they're prostitutes. How you say, they're not even hood rats. They're more like gutter rats. Tell me what you think. Listen up. Listen to this. And let's leave your comments, please. Because this is craziness. A lot of young girls are feeling this way. Listen up.
RB and Charlotte's Plug for keeping our ear to the streets. What's going on? The #1 trending show in the world right now from our very own backyard. It's called The Real Side Chicks of Charlotte.
The Real Side Chicks of Charlotte. Look, I posted this. I saw it appear on social media, and I just happened to post it on my social media to get people's opinion right before I went to sleep. When I woke up the next morning, it's like hundreds of comments. They were sharing it to everybody.
The Real Side Chicks of Charlotte, New York, Buffalo, who in the hell cares? This is the way these young girls are thinking. But when you listen to this, and then you look at the statistics and see where there is more HIV and more AIDS in what age range, now you get to understand why there's an AIDS epidemic like it is within this certain age range. Like, what is it? I think they're like 18 to 28 or something like that. These women are reckless. Listen up.
Rihanna, Snoop Dogg, Tanisha Thomas, Cardi B, everybody has chimed in on this. All the vlogs, The Real Side Chicks of Charlotte.
Quick question. Does anybody in here know me?
No.
Cool. Let's proceed. Perfect. You gotta get that out the way. Let's proceed. Go ahead and knock that out. Baby, did you hear that?
He had to ask that question in case his wife is listening, or his main, as they call it, the main girl. Yeah, right, honey. I'm never nobody's main girl. I'm the only girl. What are you, crazy? You're not good enough to be the only woman. You have to be number 2. You have to be a side chick, a side piece, because you don't qualify to be number 1, freak number 1, honey. No, the only one. Let's listen. Tell me, are these females who are capable of doing this type of nonsense, are these narcissists or what? Give me your viewpoint.
All right. We got the ladies in the building. Y'all want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Shador Blackwell. I'm Lynette. I'm Storm.
I'm Bricks.
All right.
Brittany Bricks.
Brittany Bricks. With 3 X's.
Three X's.
Start it all. So Brittany Bricks. With the 3 X's. What do 3 X's mean, though?
Premium Snapchat.
Premium Snapchat.
Okay. All right.
I heard premium snatch chat. That's what I heard. Nobody else heard that?
No.
You can't say that?
Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
No, actually,
a lot of people don't know that the show actually.
Yeah, that premium 3X, it came from my little blonde girl. Of course, she's a Caucasian, more spiritually, as they call, sexually, not spiritually, that's an ebony woman, black women. We have our, somewhat, our limitations to how far we go. Actually, we go all the way out there if you're my husband. You know what I'm saying? But that's the way we were taught. No offense to my vanilla sisters, because you are a little more, way, and they say liberated. Yeah, okay. We don't need that much liberation in the world. Not really. Anyway, that's what the girl was saying when she said she's a XXX. She's a blonde and Caucasian. And let's listen in further.
Who's live in the building? What's up, 704?
What's happening?
So it kind of started like a video, like a concept for a video, and you can take it from there.
Actually, me and my boy Trails was just trying to promote the song. You know what I'm saying? So we
we got to move on past one. Let's interview the girl.
That's what it was. The only thing I was left up for was holding the casting call.
Okay.
I put it out there, and that was my way of getting the city the opportunity. That's all I could do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let's hear the girl's view.
Oh, man.
Lord have mercy. So you said the same facts. Are you being put on Instagram and tagged by that man that you're calling your man?
We have to stay tuned for that. There are women that are like, you all are homewreckers. You all are tearing up families and happy houses. How do you all feel about that?
I mean, it's not that we're tearing up homes, that we're tearing up, happy houses or whatever you want to call it. It's just at the end of the day, are you doing what you're supposed to do for your man?
Right.
You know? Are you doing what you're supposed to do to keep him?
Right. Why should we be called the side chicks?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's pause that one because this little girl, and I do mean a little girl, she looks like she's about, what, 22 years old? Oh, so the reason why my husband or my partner goes astray is because I'm not doing what it takes to take care of my man. So what she's trying to say is if my man was with her, he won't cheat because she's doing everything that she's supposed to do to keep him happy. Who are we kidding? Like they say, yeah, she's young, foolish. You have some women who are Proverbs 31 type of women who know how to lay it down. Lay it down. I can lay it down. You know how I know I can lay it down and I'm good at what I do? When it comes to the, how you say, bedroom gymnastics or whatever the hell. Anytime you can make a man climax and he don't want to, he's doing everything in his power, like, no, he's trying to hang on and trying to last long. And you're the one in charge. You'll climax when I say you come. When I say you come, that's when you will come, buddy boy. Then that's power, okay? That's how I know this little girl here talking about, well, if you can't lay it down and you can't please my man, your man, can my man even keep up with me? We're talking about, do you know what a minute man is? If I could have gotten 5 minutes out of my husband, boy, I would have considered myself lucky. A woman should never feel like she don't know what she's doing. Anytime this guy can't even maintain past 5 minutes. He can't even go past 5. Well, you know what they call those? It's called a preemie. You know what they call you? Your body? You have a snapper, baby. You know how to work those Kegel muscles because they're trained. Okay? This wasn't my first marriage. This wasn't my first man. Of course I'm skilled. And he still went astray. He had a great home
Time
to
to
come
exercise for your fabulous body. It's 6:45.
I'm sorry, it's time for my exercise for my fabulous body, as you heard. I make all these reminders. It has nothing to do with the female. If you got a good man and a man who don't cheat, he's just not going to cheat. If you got a low down, dirty, filthy, piggish man, I don't care what you do. You could have a snapper. You could have the body looking like Jennifer Lopez, Halle Berry, Beyonce, tits from here to what all get out. If he's not a cheating man, if that's not in his character, if that's not who he is, I don't care how great you are. He's going to cut your throat and stab you in your back the first chance he gets. It has nothing. Do you hear me, ladies? Nothing to do with you. Because if you want to go on the internet and you don't believe me, okay, do the research. Let's go online and look at all these females who got fabulous bodies and who probably have skills and doing all kind of whatever the hell, if you will. Guess what? Their marriage is on the rocks. Some of them haven't even been married for a year. Some have cheated after 2 months. It has nothing to do with what is whether the woman is sexy or not, or her sex appeal, or how she know how to hold her man down. She act like she's gonna know. Oh, so she's saying that if he's with her, he's gonna be faithful. Yeah, let's listen on further because the girl is a clown. She's a joke. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And your man is the one coming to us. We're not going after him. He's the one coming to us.
Now, do you willingly, when he comes to you, because men do approach, do you willingly, do the men tell you up front that they're in that situation? Are you in that situation, or are you, and when you find out, are you still like, okay, well, everything's cool, I'm cool with it?
1 second though, Blur, before you say that. That's the other side of the whole thing. It is like everybody just backlashing on the side chick thing, but it's two sides to every story.
Right.
Some of them don't even know that they may have been side chicks. They could have been treated like a main chick. So just wait.
No, I gotta give them their props for that, because a lot of times that these side chicks, prostitutes, if you want my view, yeah, well, no, not really in this case, because if they didn't know that the man is in a relationship or if he's married, you can't hold her at fault for that, because a lot of these females, they don't know. And like the female said, they're not going after these guys. These guys are chasing after them. And everybody's always ready to go and shoot the other woman. Me? I'm not shooting no other woman. No. Because the other woman did not make a commitment to me. The other woman did not take vows. You did. Okay? And anytime you see some female that you feel is supposedly some temptation, he knows how to keep himself away from that. First of all, men who are married or men who are in relationships, they have no business up in no female's face, in no female's car, having no woman in his car at all. Which my ex, he was so disrespectful to me, and he did that. I told him that car is good. It's the beginning of the end of our marriage, because I already knew what his ex had told me, the kind of things he does with the car. And was I wrong? Nope. Let's listen up. But like this guy said, he got a good point. We got to give them their props, because a lot of times these women don't know.
Till you see the story before you go out with all the backlash and talking this and this and that. Because like I said, how you didn't know they was the main chick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see. So let me ask you 704 from the concept standpoint, because you the one who came up with the whole concept and put the cat's call out there. You know, a lot of people, they're bringing flack your way too. So how do you feel about it, and folks saying this is a misrepresentation of the city?
Well, I've been pushing music for 12 years and I never got this type of promotion, so here it is.
Keep on pushing. Any publicity is good publicity. Ain't that right? So let me...
Yeah, they're making a lot of money with this segment when it comes to dealing with side chicks. And, you know, it's like, you know, those, how you say, reality shows. Do I look at it and support it? No, I don't. I just happen to have run across this when I was doing research or something else on YouTube, and I came across this thing about side chicks, so of course it caught my interest. But no, I don't normally support reality shows like this. I do not support those shows with ebony women sit up there fighting and getting all ratchet and crazy, because the more you look at those shows, the more you support it, and the longer it's going to stay on the air. And that's the way they're going to see ebony, beautiful women like us, who we are nothing like that. I know my crowd, the girls that I run with, are nothing like that. I deal with women who have quality, women who are ladies, women who are, no. And I do not support those shows. And going forward, I hope you, my tubies and my beautiful tubies, who I adore. No, why should we support that? It only makes it puts us in a bad light. We're loud. It's going to make us seem like we're always loud. We're ready to strike out. We don't know how to be civilized. But when you look at those other reality shows with the Caucasian women, they have those women acting all kind of civilized and all dainty and glamorous. They have the ebony women with way too much makeup. Look at us. We don't need that. But look at us. I put some lipstick, man, and some mascara. We good. We don't need that much makeup. But the way they have those women in these reality shows, ebony women, come on now. No, I do not support them. I don't watch them. And I'm hoping that you'll give us some thought and leave the comments. That's all I can say about that. Okay? Love you. Let's listen in further.
Let me ask, what is it that you all plan on gaining from the show? I'm gonna start with you, Brittany Bricks, with 3 X's. What do you plan on gaining from the show?
Okay, first of all, there's no such thing as a side chick. He has you, he has me, and we're all in this together. So you can take it how you want. And I hope to gain nothing but positive things out of this, so stay tuned.
Well, back in my backsliding day.
Okay, so there we go with Blondie. There's no such thing as side chicks, because he has you and he has me, and we're all in this together. Okay, I'm his wife. You're not. We're all in this together. And I'm like, whatever she's smoking, I want no part of it, because it's obvious that it causes brain damage. You see, her brain is fried. Anytime you can honestly believe that, really? I got to tell you this, and I got to keep it real with you. Right now, I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone.
Anybody else?
It's different hustles. It's different ways to get money. It's all about just bringing you into our lifestyle and just showing you what goes on in our everyday to day life. It's either you gonna like it or you not.
Well, let me ask you this. 704 said sometimes you don't know that you're the side chick. You know, the guy approaches you, and that's true. That's true. When you do find out, though, how do you handle it? What do you do then?
Let's listen up.
I wouldn't say it's not so much as how you handle it, because we've already been in those type of situations. We can't really give advice to other women in situations like ours, because every situation is not the same. Every woman is not the same. Every man is not the same. It's all type of different situations, and we just can't really speak on it too much. Everybody really just has to stay tuned to the show.
No, actually, we don't have to stay tuned to the show, and no, we don't have to sit up there and say everybody's not the same and this person's not the same. You know what's the same? The person is married, the person's in a relationship, and that means hands off. You're done with that. If you didn't know the person was involved, and the moment you find out, it couldn't be hard for you to let go because you already gained feelings for the person. Of course it can. At the same time, this is when it comes time for you not to be a narcissist. You have to use empathy. This is where empathy comes in. How would I feel if I was a wife and I love my husband so much, and my husband managed to find some broad over here on the side, that he got as a side piece, and he sits up here and whoa, how would I feel as a wife? So, personally, I think that any woman who could sit around and carry on an affair or be a mistress or a side chick, prostitute, same thing. It's a prostitute. They're trying to dress it up, but let's keep it real. I'm a Capricorn, down to earth. It is what it is. You're a prostitute. Because as you listen to what these girls are saying, these characters, they're paying these girls rent. They're paying their cable. They're taking care of their cell phone. They're paying for something, okay? And it's not the same as when you're with your wife. When you're with your wife, if you're helping her pay this and pay that, and you paying this and paying that, that's deservedly. You know why? Because let me tell you something, honey. If you go out there and you get into a car accident or you get into a huge accident and you end up in the hospital, guess who they're going to call? Guess who's going to be there to nurse you back to health? Guess who's going to be on point for you? It's the wife. So don't say, well, with the wife, you got to pay for her too. No, you don't. You just have to pretty much, I can't speak for the world. All I ask a man, whatever you would pay out there, that's what you need to bring to the table over here. If you was out there, you're going to pay at least what? $600, $700 for rent. And then you got food. We're just talking rent and food. We're not even talking cable or utilities or Wi-Fi or whatever. We're just going to talk here rent. If you get out there on his own and he lives in his own place, he's going to pay at least $600, and he's going to at least pay what? Let's throw out a ballpark figure. $50 a week. Let's just say $50 a week for food, his laundry, whatever. $50 a week. 50 times 4, that's 200. So that's 6, 7, 8. He's going to at least kick out $800 if he's out there paying his own bills. So if that's what he's going to kick out to pay his own bills while he's out there, he don't have no woman, when he's out there doing all of that, he don't have no woman cooking for him. He don't have no woman to lay up with that's disease-free, with no freaking lice in her hair and crabs and parasites and herpes and HPV. You know they don't have no kind of test for men who have HPV. You know that. HPV, it causes cancer inside people. And what men do with that HPV, they pass it along to women. They don't do it purposely. They don't know they have it. And HPV, it doesn't matter if you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10 condoms, because that's flesh on flesh. This is why you can't have no man sitting around here, sleeping around here with different females, because you're talking about jeopardizing your health. This is crazy. Herpes. It doesn't matter how many condoms you have. We're going to have 10, 12, 15, 20. Herpes is skin on skin as well. No, we're not trying to feel that either. And then these women out here, they're wondering, I never smoked cigarettes. I never did any of that. How the hell did I end up with cancer? Bingo. What kind of men were you sleeping with? And they want to take all of this stuff so lightly. No, I don't take this lightly.
Do the ladies in the room, do you all want relationships, like one-on-one monogamous relationships?
No. Honestly, no. Me, honestly, no. I've been there. I've done that. I'm tired. Like, it is what it is. Just, I feel like, pay my bills, do what you gotta do. You want something from me, I want something from you. Like, and that's all it's gonna be. I mean, I don't want the relationship. You can have it.
So that's Shador, Brittany, and the other ladies. What about you?
Wow.
I'd rather not deal with the obligations or the responsibilities of, you know, quote unquote, being the main chick. Like, I'm cool with the title of the side chick. Like, I'm cool with not having to deal with the extra, you know, I call you, you call me, not on the same time, blowing up my phone. Like, we good.
Wow.
We good.
Well, right now, I don't feel like there's anybody worthy of being in a relationship with me.
Wow.
So until then, I'm going to continue to play my side chick role and do what I do, get what I get out of it.
Play your part.
And just play my part. Yeah, I enjoy this part. Like, I've been in a relationship before, and I've gotten played before, and there's been a side chick, so why would I want to go through that again, knowing what I'm worth? I might as well just do what she did and come up a little bit, like, and have fun with it. Like,
So you'd rather do...
So you see what's going on with why these women rather be side chicks? Because they know these niggas are no good. Excuse my colloquialism in terms of the N-word. No, I don't mean that. You know, I'm just saying that in general. No, I don't want to get married, they say, because I see what married men do. They sit up, they got side chicks like me. And this woman sits up here and says, when you listen to this further, he pays her rent. Her rent is $800. That's why when you, the wife, you're asking him for money that's going to contribute towards the marriage or the relationship or towards you and him, he wants to fight you for every dollar. He cries about every dollar like my ex-husband did. He treated these side chicks. Now, he didn't have side chicks. He had prostitutes. He had street trash thoughts with crabs down below, and they had these lice in their hair and their heroin. Come on, how clean are heroin addicts and people who are drug users smoking crack? They don't give a damn about what they look like. They don't care about no doctor's appointments. Those are the type of females that he treated better than me. Do you hear me? He treated them better than me. Let them call him. When I was with him, you know, he had several phone calls. Every time these females called,
Time to exercise for your fabulous body.
They didn't call because, well, we want to see you. We want to spend time with you. I miss you and I love. No, my drugs is running out. I need a hit. I need some alcohol. They called him because he was the simp, the town simp. Yeah, man. Guess what? I got somebody who needs a ride somewhere. So he was their chauffeur. Nobody gave a damn about this kid, but you know what I'm saying? I was pissed with that son of a blitz, if you will, because he treated these lowlights better than he did me. He didn't cry about money when it came to them. He would never step to them without money. But he would come to me with no broke as a joke. Tell me something. Do you think a side chick, you're going to come to me broke as a joke? When I call you and I tell you I need this and I need that and I need this paid, they're going to deliver, honey. Because the next time he wants to call you as the side chick, he's going to want you to deliver your sexual favors. You know, the girl who doesn't argue with me, the girl who's just fun, the girl who I could just come and chill with. Of course she seems like she's fun because she doesn't have any of the responsibility. She doesn't have to worry about the bills in the home. She doesn't have to worry about the kids that need to talk to their dad and hang out with their dad. There's certain things going on in the household. She doesn't have to do with that. Let me tell you what she has to do. All she has to do, let me tell you, she don't even have to work because he thinks, check this out, this is the funny part. He thinks he's the only one that she has. Honey, please, she don't have to work. She got like 3, 4, 5. She got up to at least five side pieces, men. She don't have to. The girl's making more money than me. And when he wants to sit up here and talk about, well, she don't work and you work, honey, she works. Like these side piece women say, they don't feel that it's a horrible thing. They see it as nothing but a hustle. It's just a hustle. Just another hustle. They're crazy as hell.
Do that to somebody else because you went through it.
I mean, it's not necessarily
It's like a revolving door. It's always gonna keep going. That there's always gonna be a side chick. You're a side chick. I'm a side chick. We're all side chick. There's no such thing as a real side chick.
She looked like she could have been Marilyn Monroe daughter. Jessica brought up a point earlier when we talked about it on the show. She brought up a point. She said, you know, what would y'all say to little girls who's watching this and saying, hey, they're glorifying being a side chick. So what would y'all say to those little girls that's out there that's watching the show?
We all have children.
I think that's a really good question, don't you? What would you say to all these young girls out here and say to your daughter, since you're sitting up here on freaking national YouTube, which is all over the world, you got a show going talking about being a side chick. I want to hear how you're going to address this with your daughter. It's okay to sit up here and let men use you just for your body. Or let men just sit up here and treat you like you're second rate. You're not even fit to be the main chick. Freak 'em. You're never number one, baby. You're number two. You're the side. The side. Something I can't go out in public with. Something I can't be seen with. Okay? Because my friends or somebody might catch me and then they report it to my wife. You're my side chick. You're not worthy. So let's talk. How are you going to explain that to your daughters? Yeah, let's listen up.
On this show, it's not really more or less of trying to show little girls bad influences. It's more or less kind of reaching out to let you know that this is really going on. You know, you watch different reality TV shows. This is not one of your reality TV shows. This is really our reality in real life.
Right.
So therefore, it's not more we're trying to, you know, spread like a bad name, but it is what it is.
And it's not that we're glorifying it. We're just letting it be known that this actually goes on. Like, be aware, make sure that you're doing the right things, that you're playing the right parts, and that you're prepared to face the heartbreak, because we're here.
It's been going. It's been going on.
Yeah, so we're going to prepare our daughters. So you just get prepared to deal with the heartbreak, because it is what it is. This is their biggest thing. It is what it is. You know, this is what's going on in the world. So you tell your daughters to brace yourself for this. And really, can I imagine telling my daughter that she's supposed to accept a man treating her like she's not even a second-class citizen, but she's a doormat. She's not worthy of a man being faithful to her. She doesn't deserve that. I'm supposed to teach my daughter that this is acceptable. Really? This is this is, like I said, my loves, I am in the twilight zone. I look at me. Whenever you ever see me at a loss for words, I'm at a loss for words with this. This is craziness. Someone try to treat me what I'm supposed to be. Wait, you going out with some other woman or a mistress? But these are not even mistress. These are just prostitutes, hoes. You pay her rent for maybe 2 months. You know how men are. They hit it 2 or 3 times. They bored with you anyway. Then I paid your rent for your cable bill for I paid 3 cable bills. I paid 2 of her telephone bill. I'm done with her anyway, because she's open like a bucket. She done had how many men run through her? So you know she's open like a bucket. And then, how much respect, really, let's keep this real. Do you think a man has for a woman who has let so many people ejaculate all in her mouth? I don't use you up your rectum. I don't use you in every hole that you have. I even had HPV. Guess what? Some men who have AIDS and they have HIV, they go to the side piece type girls. Yeah, we could keep her. You know, all the men who are infected with diseases do these kind of things with these side piece women or these prostitute type women. What decent man do you know? Not that I give a flying dog biscuits about these kind of men, because they're garbage and they're maggots anyway. At the same time, there's not a man that is mentally healthy who's gonna want some female who, how many niggas done bust up in your mouth? How many niggas have you dropped down to your knees and what? And I'm supposed to walk into an event, or I'm supposed to walk into a place with my girl on my arm, and like, how many niggas done had her and then busted all in her mouth and used her up in every hole she had? And it applies the same way when it comes to women. Do you honestly believe a woman of my character, look at me, do you honestly believe I want to walk down the street with a man who every prostitute knows his name? Every freaking thought. Every low-life piece of filth. We ain't even talking about hood rats. We're talking about the gutter. They all know him. They all done had him. They all know what his sex is like. They already know his body moves. They know he's a minute man, so they know I ain't getting much. So that's embarrassing. Wow, she got that nigga? Oh, God, he's whack. He's whack. Wow, I feel sorry for her. You know, men have got to understand your semen is your most valuable asset. Your semen is life. That's not something that you just give to this hoe and you share that with him. No. And women, your body, there's not enough money in the freaking planet that can afford your body. A dinner? Yeah, right. You think that allows you to touch me? Are you crazy? No. Your body is sacred. You know what sacred is? That's connected to spirituality. That's connected to God. Sex is a beautiful thing when you put it in the right context. You don't sit up here and lay it with this clown and that clown and, oh yeah, and I'm being a thought. And, don't understand none of it. Here we go.
On for a while. Hell, my granddaddy got a whole nother family, but they used to live across the street. So why is, I guess the question is, why is it that we're putting it on Front Street? Why do you want people to know that this is your lifestyle?
Who y'all putting on Front Street? What's their name?
No, don't you say no.
No. We want the tea. No, especially I want to ask, especially because a lot of people are saying as African American women.
Yeah, really.
Why are you all out there and why do you want this portrayed for us?
And Brittany, don't be rude.
Yeah, no. Of course, but you know, a lot of people have been saying it about African American women.
It's not really so much that we're trying to put a bad representation on African American women or any women at all. It's more or less that we're really just trying to put on Front Street what's really going on. Like, a lot of people act blind to certain situations, all the way down to getting beat, you know, different situations that...
No, she sits here and say, no, it's not that we're trying to do this to African American women or any women at all. It's not that. Her only concern is trying to be famous. Like the typical narcissist, she don't have no... what are you, crazy? Do you know what kind of reflection? You got to see these women on here. It's called Real Side Chicks of Charlotte, whatever the hell this is. Check out all the women. All African American women and one Caucasian. And the Caucasian, she's sitting back, whatever, playing whatever. Do you honestly believe this is a good... This is... Oh God, are you serious? This is why I say, ladies and gentlemen, and I do mean people who are not from the gutter or ghetto, hood rats. What do you do with rats? You kill them. Nobody wants a rat. We kill that. No, we don't support shows like this, reality. We don't support it because the less views they get, the sooner they take it off the air. Get that crap out of here. You don't make ebony women look good. This is ridiculously and it's sick.
Happen in the household. This is just another situation that happens in day-to-day life, and I don't understand why people are looking at it any differently. You know?
So let's get to the juice. Let's get to the nitty-gritty. Who is the turn-up queen? Which one is the one that will slap anybody at the drop of a dime?
And who's gonna get Shador?
And who got ass whooped on the
Shador got them T-bars.
So we got Shador here, who's willing to slap anybody at the drop of a hat. That means if your wife come up on me and she wants to start talking something, I'm going to tell your wife, you know what? You need to take that up with your man. That has nothing to do with me, girlfriend, because if you was taking care of things at home, your man wouldn't have been there with me. Shut up, girl. Personally, me, listen, fool. Fighting over a man, I don't do that one. Educating your dumb ASS, I will do that. So you're trying to tell me, Miss Shanae, or whatever the hell your name is, really, that if he was with you, he would be totally faithful to you. Am I understanding this correctly? Is that what you're saying? Because if that's the way you genuinely feel, I say, you know what, girlfriend? I applaud you. You got him. He's all yours. You're more than welcome to him. You know that? I'm not putting in my hands and blow. You have women who had acid thrown in their face. They're all disfigured. They're a mess. Fighting over some no good. Never us, right, empaths? Right, my tubies? My tubies, never us. We're too smart for that one. They're crazy as hell. You can have them.
I gotta get their ass whooped. Get their ass whooped.
Who is whooping ass and who getting their ass whooped on the show? You had a lot of fights.
We've had a lot of fights already, but you guys just need to say too.
So going
Brittany, did you get your ass whooped on the show?
Brittany.
Brittany saying, hell no, not me.
But
I'm
I
too
did
cute.
see someone commenting saying that I need to have hands because the reality TV show is about fighting. And then someone was like, oh, she has thumbs for 911.
That's funny though. It's funny.
The hate is real. The hate is real.
So did you all go into this like being like, I'm gonna have to fight, or like, because that's that's what sort of makes up.
What is the problem? I know this is a reality show. You want to keep it exciting and all this stuff, jumping up. Excuse me. Pardon me. Yeah, I mean, come on. You know, there comes a time when a lady has just got to be a lady. You're fighting over some man who wants to have a prostitute on the side. Freak that side chick. It ain't no side prostitute. A thought. You know what a thought means, right? That hoe over there. Something you pick up from the street or local crack houses. You know? And then you have so many men sitting around here talking about there's hardly no good women out here. You can't find no good woman. Why? Because they got hurt by what? A thought? A street whore? Something they picked up along the freaking way? No. You never went for a woman who was on God's team. You didn't want that. Oh, no. And let me tell you something, honey. Never underestimate a woman on God's team. Because she would turn you out. Trust and believe. Only she's loyal. She has integrity. That's the difference. She cooks, she cleans, she does laundry. She takes care of you when you're sick. Okay? You'll never have to worry about somebody coming to your home and your house is a freaking wreck looking like hoarders lived here. No. You get yourself a God-fearing woman who's on God's team, and you got yourself something, including the freak. Trust and believe, honey. Anyway, I just had to expose you to this. There's so much more to this. What else do they have? Let's listen.
Reality shows interesting. A lot of people watch it for the fights. Did you all go in there like knowing I'm gonna have to fight?
Yeah.
That's all it's about. Like, that's all it's about, really. That's all it's about.
So ain't nobody said nothing about the penis. Y'all ain't getting good penis?
I mean,
you
know how many penises there is out here? You could get that anywhere, any shape, any form. Like, it ain't, to me, it's not about that.
Now some married men do have some good, just because it doesn't belong to you and you don't, it's like it's on call penis.
And they don't get it often.
That's why it's so good. Like, I just call you when I want it, then you can just leave and go home.
Right. Y'all should see how sexy she getting with her ass.
Lay with you, like, it's nice. Like, I can sit in my bed and lay by myself. Like, it's
right. I don't gotta worry about flashback.
You see what the attraction is when it comes to these side chicks, these prostitutes, this whatever. Like this girl, young girl, by the way. And she's like, yeah, some of that married penis, it is some really good penis. That married penis is some good penis. Because, you know, after I'm overdone with him, he gets to go home. Get out and go home. I get to lay in my bed by myself. I don't have to cook. I don't have to clean. I just got that nice penis. Really? And he goes home to his wife after having pulled his penis out of this filthy pig, because you know she has no morals, so you're not the only one. Trust and believe. And if I hit it right, you said, oh yeah, honey, she has no morals. Let some other clown come along who have bigger bucks than you or know how to talk better, because women are audio. They get turned on by what they hear. Let a nigga come along and talk some better game than you. She's in. And then here comes the STDs. But you have a lot of females out here who they don't enjoy sex unless it's with a married man or somebody else's man. It's a psychological thing. Because in her mind, she's sitting up there getting off on, yeah, right, I could outdo your wife with this. Can your wife do this? Watch this. Watch how I do this. She's outdoing your wife. That's the turn on. That's the turn on. That's why she can't be with a man who's not with someone. You know? You have some men who are like that too. They can't be with no woman who ain't got nobody to know. I gotta be outdoing your man. And that's what turns them on. You know what I mean? How sick is that? You see? That's craziness. Because when I was with my husband, what turned me on about my husband is me being close to him and feeling him. I kept thinking about him and all these things that I wanted to do with him, and that's what was turning me on. I wasn't thinking about, oh, I'm out doing some woman, or I got to flip with some other guy, and that wasn't in my head. But everybody's different. I get it. I understand. I'm not going to knock that, because I try not to knock people's sexuality when it comes to different types of things that you like. Unless you're crazy as hell and got to beat me and pull blood all out of me and all this craziness, sticking pins all in you. Can't do you. But no. What turned me on when I was being in that mood or that frame was me being with my husband and thinking of how how he is so amazing. He's so great. He's so manly. He's so, ooh, look at him. He's so manly. Yes. That was my turn on. Now you know. Anyway, I had to share this with you. These are side chicks, prostitutes, thoughts, pieces of filth, parasites from the gutter. Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. They can say what they want. Anytime you're taking money from a man and you having sex with him for that reason, you're nothing but a filthy, filthy prostitute, a slut. You can say escort. Oh, I'm just an escort. You're a filthy pig, honey. End of that. Really. You're a parasite. You're not even from, like I said, a hood rat, a rat. You're from the gutter. The gutter. Okay? You have no self-esteem. Let's forget about low self-esteem. You have none. And you're very dysfunctional. And you are a narcissist. Anytime you can sit around here knowing that you are sleeping with somebody else's husband or somebody else's partner and your conscience don't beat you morning, noon, and night, and it should, you are a narcissist. And you're on Satan the devil's team. You better know it. And if you think for 1 minute, let me school you real quick. You honestly think that God is going to let you get away with this? God says you reap what you sow. And you say, well, I'm never going to get married. I'm never, watch how he's going to get you. He's still going to get you. And all you cheating men, you know what I notice about these men who cheat like that? A lot of them get prostate cancer. They get radiation or have their prostates removed. Now what you're working with, oh, we need porno. I got to do something to try to get a little something up. Yeah, and it gets to a point after a while, darling, even that don't work. Now what? And a lot of these men who cheat on their partners and their wives, they end up the biggest drug addicts that you've ever seen. Drug addicts, heroin, crack, crystal meth, that hardcore stuff, man. Hardcore. Why? Because God don't like ugly, and you will pay one way or the other. Trust and believe. And I'm done. Sheila True Love, you always have a choice. You could choose to live right, or you could choose to serve Satan and be on his team. The choice is what? Always yours. Always.